Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. This is for the A119, the Viofo A119. So that's the quick start guide there. And that's the dash camera. Let's just show you around the dash camera. See if it'll focus. So that's the AV and the USB port there. The back is where the mount fits. That's the mount there. So it will fit on that way. That's the adjustable lens there. I don't know if you can see that. So it adjusts, so it goes up in your windscreen like that, so it will adjust all the way down and left and right as well, depending if you have to have it in the corner or not. So let's just put that back up like that. So that's the contacts there, the 4 contacts for the GPS, optional GPS mount if you want to use that. So then it logs your GPS location on all your files. And that's then more air holes on that side. And that's your micro SD card. And I think that's the microphone there, the little hole with the R next to it. I'm not quite sure, but there's lots of cooling fins all over it. So that's the branding of it. That's the on button, the menu button, the record, the accident save button, and the microphone on and off button there. See if it's going to focus. There we go. So we've gone through that basically. So that's the mount for it. There's been a bit of problems with these mounts, that they started making them with grey pads. I don't know if you can see, let me see if I can show you. So what happens is when you stick it on the windscreen with a grey pad, you can see the pad, and that brings your eye to the dash camera. Let's see if we can get that to focus. Just pull that out of the way and see if it's because of that. Let me just put this on. Sorry about that. So you can see there that it's black. I asked them for black and they sent me black. And the spare one is black as well. So that's the mount. And there's a spare mount as well, which is there. Spare mount, and that's black as well. And a rope, that's for cutting it, the mount off and then reusing the new one. Every time you change your vehicle, you're going to have to cut off the old mount and use this new sticky pad. You can buy spare sticky pads, and you can buy spare mounts as well, so you can have them in multiple vehicles if you want to. So this is the, just put that back in shot. So this is the small cable. Just show you up close. So that's the small cable with the normal USB on one end and the micro USB on the other. That goes into the camera. The other one goes into your computer. That's the transfer cable. Bear with me. And this is your big cable. So it's got the cigarette lighter jack on it and the micro USB as well. Just show you up and close with that. See if it'll focus. Come on. I can hear it trying to focus. There we go. So that's a normal micro USB that fits in the dash camera, and then to a normal USB there. So that's the big cable that you put in your car. It's quite a big cable. I'll measure it and write down on the description how long it is. So let me just put that out of the way. And I'll show you this. This is a cigarette lighter adapter. Let me just get the thing as well to make it focus. So just show you the close-up of the text, if it'll focus. There we go. Dual USB charger, model D1000, input DC 12 to 24 volts, output DC 5 volts to 3.1 amp. and it feels quite good quality. It's a double USB, so you can run either two dash cams or charge your phone as well, so it doesn't take up one slot. So that's that. So now the only other thing I haven't shown you is the clips. These are little clips for routing all your cables around your dashboard. This is what they look like. Just get the board again. So see if it'll focus. They do actually lock down and stop the cable from moving. I didn't know that. As you can see, they've got a bow structure inside. See if I can show you a better picture of that. It's going to be difficult to show you, but there we go. That's, and it'll focus. So that it's not going to focus. Come on. There we go. So it locks down onto that and then creates counter pressure to stop the cable wobbling around. So I wondered why they were so big with other videos, but that's why they're so big. So you could run more than one cable through, but I think that bit that's bent the other way pushes against the cable to hold it in place. So that's the cables, the cable clips, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Let's just put the dash camera out of the way for now and go through the instruction booklet first. So just bear with me while we go through. So if you want to pause the video at any point, you can do. Bear with me while when it focuses. So just trying to show you all the instructions, so if you lose yours, at least you can look at this video and remind yourself how to do it. So table of contents, there's quite a lot of information in this booklet. So LDWS, lane departure warning system, and FCWS is forward collision warning system. So that's the first page done. So let's just try and see if we can get this in focus now. Notice so I'm just going down slowly if you want to pause it to read it. So this is what I've already showed you, what was available. The GPS mount's optional, it's about £10 extra I think. The non-GPS mount is what comes as standard unless you buy one that has it with it already. Install the mount, so it shows you there how to install it. So now continuing with how to install it. Remove the paper from the 3M sticker. Connect to car charger. There's two different ways depending whether you've got the GPS mount or not. So mine will have to go in the side, the second picture on the right there. Adjust view angle. Tips. So that might help there. Just warning you about installing it around an airbag. So introduction. Gives you a close-up of what everything is. So let me just go out a bit there so you can see what each number actually is. So number 8 was the reset, not the microphone. So the microphone is number 5. Yeah, Yep, that's the on-off button for the microphone. So if you want to pause it and have a look. So now this is instructions on what the LEDs do at the top there. So LED colour and behaviour. Solid red is power on and recording. Flashing red is power on, not recording or upgrading. So the button icons, buttons and icons. I'll leave it on a bit longer there, so see if it focuses. So these are the more important information, so you know what you're actually pressing when you're using the dash camera. Settings menu, and then what actually everything means on the screen to tell you what it's actually doing. So operation, switch on off, off on, loop recording, emergency recording, motion detection, and play. PC mode, mute, firmware upgrade. I think there's some YouTube videos of how you do your firmware upgrade. I don't think I'll be doing it with mine unless it doesn't work properly, and then I have to upgrade it because it doesn't look like an easy process. So settings, resolution, there it gives you all the options, so let's just go in and have a look at that. Loop recording, EV, adjust the value, exposure value to obtain better recording results under different light sources, range from -2.0 up to +2.0. Default is set as 0.0. WDR, enable disable wide dynamic range. Time-lapse, motion detection, GPS turns on and off, G sensor, lane departure warning system, and then the last page, FCWS, forward collision warning system, plate stamp, date stamp, record audio, screensaver, LED, date and time, time zone, language, beep sound, frequency, format warning, default setting, and version. So that's that done, guys. So that's the instructions done. Just move that out of the way. So I've just paused the video and zoomed in a bit. So let's go ahead and show you it working. So what this is, I'm running it from a power bank, as you can see there. So this is the power bank it's running from. So let's just turn that off a minute. Show you the power bank. So it's actually the Lito Carla Engineer L500, and it's got a USB out, and that's what it's giving the. Let's reset that. So it's resettable, this, so it resets the time and what it's put in. So it's taking out 5.1 volts and 0.18 to 0.21 amps, so not a lot at all really, and that's what it was taking from the car when I checked. So it's 5.16 to 5.2 volts in the car and 0.12 to 0.25 amps in the car, so that's as close as you can get to exactly the same. So this is why I'm doing this video, so I can now show you it working, because I didn't want to run it on this power bank only to find that I'd blow it up. So let's just move that out of the way. So let's go ahead and turn, that's the on and off button. So you can turn it off with the off button. On again. There we go, let's just move that out of the way. Still seeing it. So I've put my YouTube channel name on it at the moment. I haven't actually used it. The date's wrong and the time's wrong, but I'll sort that out. So let's give you all the buttons there. Let me just move that to that. move that all the way back. Just bear with me, sorry. It's catching on the bottom. So on. So the menu is there, so the resolutions available are, and the way you get to them is you press the warning triangle for yes, and then left for up and right for down. So those are all your options on the resolution. 30 frames 1440p, 30 frames 2096p, 1080p at 60 frames, 1080p at 30 frames, 720 at 120 frames, 720 at 60 frames, and 720 at 30 frames. So you go back out of it by pressing warning triangle. So then you go down to loop recording. So you get off 1 minute, 2 minutes, and 3 minutes. And 5 minutes and 10 minutes. So let's just go back out of that. So exposure is the next one. Let's just press down on the right button, and you press warning triangle and it gives you all the options. And then that button is back. Let's see if I can show you that better. That is up. That is down. There we go. So let's go back out of that. Now, wide dynamic range. That should improve the picture quality. So warning triangle, you just get on and off. So I put mine on. Then time lapse record. Let's have a look at what the options are on there. Off, 200 milliseconds, 1 second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute. I don't actually know what that is. Let's just go back. Motion detection, that's when you're parked up. You have to actually physically turn it on. You can't have it on all the time. So you have to have it off and then normal mode, and then when you park up you have to turn it on. Some other dash cams will do that automatically, this one doesn't. So off, so GPS, off, on. I don't have the mount, so it'll be off all the time. So speed unit, miles an hour and kilometers per hour. Those are the options. So back. Then G sensor, low sensitivity, middle sensitivity, high sensitivity, and off. So it's set to middle, so we'll leave it at middle. Lane departure warning system, off and on. I think the best thing to do is leave that off, because they said it gives you false warnings all the time because it can't see the lines properly. And that one's on and off as well. Off. Let me just confirm what that is. Forward collision warning system. So I best put that on, I think, just in case someone hits me or I hit someone, and it should save it 10 seconds before and 35 after, I think it is. You'll have to double check that though. So I'll put that on. And then date stamp. Date stamp. Down to date stamp. Off and on that one. And back. GPS info stamp. All info, speed, coordinates. And off. Let's go back there. Model stamp. Off and on. Record audio. Let's have a look at there. Off and on. Screensaver. 1 second, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and 1 minute. Let's put it down to 30 seconds and press OK. I think that's OK. Screensaver 30. Yep, so that's set. So set is the warning triangle again, and then that pulls you out of the menu. So adjust it left and right if you want to, and then warning triangle sets it. LED, just have a look in there, on and off, I don't know what that is. Date time, have a look in there, so you set your date and your time. Let's go back out of that. You have to scroll through them all and change them all. Time zone, GMT, so it gives you all the options there. It's quite a lot of options. Just go back out of there. So anyway, let's go back out of there. So language, down to language. I don't want to mess about in there. There's a lot of them. So English, make sure that comes back out as English. So let's go down one. Beep sound, on and off. Frequency. I think if you have issues with flickering, that's what that's for. So let's have a look in there. You get a choice between 50 and 60 Hertz that you set at 50 Hertz. So let's just go out of that. Format. So all data will be deleted, cancel and OK. So it formats the card, and you're supposed to do that every 30 to 60 days, and if you don't, you could damage, the files could be corrupted, so you've got to, I've got no card mounted in it anyway, so let's just go cancel. Yep. So format, and then format warning, 15, 30 and 60 day. So I will change it to 60 day for me. So default settings, return menu settings to default, so you can reset it back to default, and I'll go cancel. So car number, so that's where I put in my YouTube channel name. I don't know if that's right or not, but if it's in the right place, but I'll change it if it isn't. So let's just go out of that. So customize text, so I don't know what that is. Version, so this hasn't been updated, and I've heard that there is a new flash available, a new firmware update. So this is version A119 160829 version 1.1. So let's come back out of there. So, and that's back up to resolution. So that's all of it basically. So that's just a quick guide of what options are available in the dash cam. So let's just turn that off. So you have to come out of menu and then you turn it off. So that's that done. Let's just pull that out of there and get that out of the way. Put that there for now. Sorry about this, just move that out of the way. So I'll just pause the video again and pull out, actually let me just do it. So what I'm going to do now is go and show you all the information on paper form. So if you want to, so just bear with me, sorry about this. So the Viofo A119, I paid $58.49. Just bear with me, let me just get that in there. I paid $58.49 for mine. So it was an A119 dash camera, Viofo capacitor, Novatech 96660, high def, 1440p, 1296p. And when I bought mine there was 10 times nectar points on as well, so I collected 500 nectar points as well. So that's it. So what I asked them was, because we're having issues with the black sticky pad, is if you have the black colour 3M VHB sticky pads instead of the grey ones, can you send them instead? Just bear with me, I'll just scroll back out. So, and can you also put on the CN22 the import duty label on the envelope, the $15 value? So I didn't pay import duty on this one because it came from China. Just put that in, so that's that one done. So this is the memory card I bought. So the Lexar 633 32 gig card, and they cost £10 each, so I bought 3 of them. Let me just put that down there and show you them. So I bought 3 as spares. One, if I have an accident, I can just change it. So this is the memory card. This is the one I chose to go for. 32 gig one, 633 times, high performance, micro SD HC card, class 10, 95 megabytes up download speed, specially designed for 4K drone, sports camera, smartphone, tablet and cameras, Android compatible, and that's the information on the back. So this, I can link below to a video that talks about you've got to be careful which memory you buy for your dash camera, because you can wear it out really quickly. Alright, sorry about that guys. I don't know what went on there, it just decided to stop recording. So this is a close-up of the back of the packaging of the dash cam memory card that I chose. There we go. That's a close-up of it. So I got 3 of these. Bear with me. 1, 2, 3. I paid $9.99 each. So one will be in the camera, one will be a spare, always kept in the camera, and the third one is for my second dash cam, which will be a rear mount one, I think. So that's those 3. I paid 30 quid for them, $9.99 each. Sorry about that. Just bear with me. Just stick that light back on. So that's the specification from that. So if you want to pause it, you can do. So this is a specification from the listing. So let's just pull out a bit. Get it a little bit easier to read. So that, if you want to pause the video and read that, you're more than welcome, you can do. Instead of going through it. The video is getting a bit long now, so I don't really want to go through it all. There's quite a lot of information there. So that's that one done. There's just some more information there. There we go. So this is the specification now that was on the listing. So I wrote there, I added to it that the Lexar 633 high performance 32 gig card was $9.99. Buy from a trusted source, there's a lot of fakes. Don't buy from eBay or AliExpress. Buy direct from Amazon and not a third party vendor on their site. SD cards wear out faster when used in dash cams, so they need to be NAND type MLC is the best for dash cameras. Budget NAND type TLC is bad for dash cameras and will fail a lot quicker. 32 gig provides between 3 to 7 hours 1080p recording. So there's no lithium battery inside this. There we go. So there's no lithium battery, it's powered by capacitors. This is to avoid problems with lithium ion batteries getting hot and failing. Capacitors working temperature is -10 to +60. Capacitors have much longer lifespan than a battery, but they don't hold their charge. So as soon as you unplug it, it goes off basically within a second. So some more information there. There we go, that's that. So there's another thing called a circular polarized lens, and that'll be available. It is available on eBay, but when I asked them around November, this is what they sent me. Viofo, from their live from their website. So this was before it was available. So it clips over the front, basically, that one. So that's one type, but that when it first came out was really expensive. So I've gone and searched again, and what someone's done in the meantime is come out with a different version one, which is just a flat piece of plastic as a CPL lens filter. So that one's $786 as of today. So that's almost half the price that the other one was. Black adhesive polarizing lens. The downside to these is as you rotate them, they get more or less dark. So that might not be made correctly, that one. So buy at your own risk if you want to buy that one. But I looked online just to see how much a CPL actually is that's not specifically designed to fit the dash camera, and this is a lens, a 37mm lens, and they're only £2.40 for a 37mm one. I mean, you could potentially use that if you could find a way, even cut it to your own shape if you wanted to do it, if you have the time. So that's a CPL at £2.40. So even the £7, even the £7.86 one is expensive, considering you can pick up a whole lens for next to nothing for £2.40. So Wikipedia says, what is a polarizing lens? A polarizing filter is often placed in front of the camera lens in order to darken skies, manage reflections or suppress glare. There may be glare or reflections from the windscreen or dashboard which may reduce the quality of the recording. So I may well have to put a CPL on mine, a circular polarizing lens. So that's it. Let me just check I've done everything. So yeah, so basically that's it. So there is a video on YouTube about choosing the correct memory to use for your dash cams, as not all is built the same. If you choose the wrong memory, it won't last as long, and the ones designed to work as long as the ones that are designed to work with dash cams. I'll be uploading videos of the quality of this dash cam soon, and probably a video with the circular polarized lens as well. As and when I do them, I'll link below in the description. So thanks again for watching the video, guys, and check back soon. Thanks.